Olivia, good morning.
Olivia.
Good morning.
What did you find out, Olivia, that you wish you wouldn't have in Pasadena?
I found out that my dad used to be a stripper.
Look at that.
Dang. Where, McDougal's? Oh, I guess that was for ladies.
No. No.
Nice.
He actually did it when I was a kid. I didn't find out till I was an adult, but
Sure.
I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this information?
Oh, how did you find out, Olivia? Who told you?
His friend just happened to say it in front of me. He made immediate eye contact with me, and it was just the most awkward moment. It's a joke now, but
Yeah.
at the time, he looked at me like, oh my God.
Was he at private parties or what was he
something like
doing? Okay.
Nice.
Is your dad a good-looking guy?
Yeah.
My man.
He is.
Okay. All right.
Love it.
My man's paying bills. All right, Olivia, 1 second. You're in the running.
Who's just?
He's a working dad who works two jobs.
I was about to say that.
Absolutely. Let me go in Rockville. Lisa, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. You found out what that you wish you didn't know.
Yeah, so I was engaged, and my fiance's father called my mother, who lived 6 hours away, and asked her to meet in the middle because, you know, he was a man with needs and she was divorced, but he was still married to his wife.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. And when you found this out, Lisa, were you surprised or were you like, no, that checks out?
You know, I was surprised, but thinking back on it, it totally checks out. Thankfully, I didn't marry the guy. I dodged a bullet, did not want to be part of that family.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like it.
Lisa,
Yeah.
1 second. You're in the running. Let's go in Pasadena again.
Nice.
Sarah, good morning.
Sarah, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, you wish you didn't know what, Sarah?
You wish you didn't know what, Sarah?
I wish I did not know that my grandmother had what I thought was a sewing kit, but it really was this little trunk full of adult goodies.
Sure. Adult like toys or like what?
Toys or like what?
I'm talking toys. She had old VHS tapes in there. I'm like
From the
12 or
war?
13. I'm like, I don't want to think about my I'm still traumatized.
I'm sure.
If she hasn't
feel
been with
that.
us for a little bit, I wish I never knew.
She's
Wish
having
I
fun
never
now.
knew.
And it was probably made out of wood back in those days.
That was
Sarah,
like
1 second, you're in
me
the running.
cleaning out my grandfather's house last year, and I kept finding that array of
Yeah.
adult tapes.
Hell
I was
yeah.
like, do we buy a VHS?
Boner jams.
But also the amount I really like did go to see like what the currency would be today for like
Why?
because
You touched them?
yeah, I have some.
My God, Saz.
Because one was $80. I was like, that's got to be
But
worth.
back then, yeah.
no,
it's
back
probably
no,
golden
I think
tooth.
it's like now today it's like $250 for that VHS.
Look at that. Let me go in Towson. Megan, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, girl. You wish you didn't know what?
So when I met my husband, he told me he was going through a divorce, but I didn't know where in the process of the divorce it was. And later on, he told me that the night of our first date, earlier in that day, was his last couples therapy appointment with his then wife.
Damn.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, but we're happy now, Megan, right?
Very happy. I love him to death. He's my person.
So, and had he had been honest up front, would that have changed things, you think?
Probably, because I actually broke up with him for a little while
Sure.
over it. We went on about like a 6-month break because I needed to figure out everything.
Sure.
That's
Okay.
understandable,
Makes sense.
yeah.
All right, Megan, 1 second. You're in the running. Hold on.
That's
Get
tough.
the voice change going here. Let me go. Fake name Megan. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, girl. You wish you didn't know what?
My boyfriend of a few decades slept with 29 prostitutes over 8-year span that I know of.
Okay. And so how do we know the number is 29? Because that's such a unique number.
Well, after a court paper came and he had to go to court for prostitution, after I looked on K-Search, I went through the Google Maps and went back and seen a bunch of hotels at different locations for different amount of times, and it was 29.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know like how much he spent during that time? Because that's crazy.
No, I did not ask to see the bank account, but
Got you.
it's been a lot of therapy, couples therapy,
Sure.
diagnosed with PTSD, anxiety, depression. Still trying to work it out for the kids.
I'm
but,
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I got it. All right. Fake name Megan. Hold 1 second. You're in the running. Let me go. Fake name Amy. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, girl. You wish you didn't know what?
I wish I didn't know through 23andMe that my dad went on the side of our family and had a daughter who I found out 2 years ago is my half-sister.
Whoa. How much? What's the age difference?
So she's 6 months in age difference from my younger sister, which means he did it while my mom was pregnant.
Okay. And do your parents know about this? Is it like an untold secret, or was it kind of a shock for them as well?
No, my mom had no idea. So it's been a lot of drama, and my dad kind of took a while to get to a place where he could talk to us, but he was kind of in denial at first, and sometimes still is, and was like very gaslighty about it. But yeah, lots of drama. Wish I didn't know. Like, of course, I'm sure that's not how my half sister feels, because she didn't know she had a father. Her mom told her.
Oh my goodness, I can't imagine.
Wow.
Wait, have you met her?
Not personally, but we've talked over the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fake name Amy Hall, 1 second and running. That's heavy. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Let me go. God, there's so many of these. In Hampstead, Lexus, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, girl. You wish you didn't know what?
I wish I didn't know that my father had such a thing for strippers that he wanted to name me after one.
Oh, wow.
So what was your name going to be, Lexus?
So I guess they just decided to drop the A from Lexus. That was the compromise.
And so when he was talking to your mom, did he say this is who you wanted to name you after? Or what do you want to name you after?
Yes, actually, they all worked together at a strip club, and he ended up marrying my mom from there, and then my stepmom from there also.
Look at that. Okay.
Keep it in the family.
Right. Lexus, 1 second. You're in the running. Vote for your favorite over text, 99338. There's a bunch of these coming in. My goodness. Let me go in Aberdeen. Leah, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, girl. You wish you didn't know what?
My dad had a whole beautiful wedding and didn't invite me or my sisters to it.
Oh, my God.
How'd you find that out?
My uncle accidentally let it slip around me, saying, oh, your wife. And I said, excuse me? His wife?
Yeah.
What? So they had an actual wedding and they just run off to the courthouse or something?
No, they had a whole beautiful wedding, in my aunt's backyard.
Oh, my God.
And nobody in the family told me or my sisters.
Okay, and so is there a reason why they didn't tell you? Do they think you wouldn't approve of it, or what's going on?
Yes. Yeah, my dad thought that me and my sisters wouldn't approve of it because it was with my neighbor for 15 years, and he cheated on my mom with her.
Okay, are they still together?
So my dad accidentally, he passed away.
Okay.
But they were together when he passed.
Yeah. So what? Did you guys ever have a conversation hey, congratulations, I'm not getting you a gift. I wasn't invited.
Yeah, pretty much. He was just I didn't want you guys to be upset or disapprove. Sure. And I'm well, we would find out eventually.
Yeah, there is that whole ring on the finger thing. Yeah. Okay.
What?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Leah, hold on 1 second. You were in the running. Somebody texted in, too. I found out the men in my family used to watch adult movies together. That's weird.
Why?
That's bizarre. That doesn't quite make sense. Vote for your favorite, 99338 to text. I'll say this, if my family's listening, don't tell me anything.
Yes.
Don't. If there's any secret that's if it's eating you alive, let it eat you alive. Don't let it eat me alive. You know what I mean? I don't need that.
I feel like my family just tells me everything.
I feel like you also asked, though. You're a bit of a nosy little Nancy.
I started finding out all the clutching my pearls stuff in my mom's side of the family when I was 11. Because my grandma, she loves to talk like I do. She's just oh, you know what this?
You mean Nana?
Nana, saint.
The legend?
That's why my cousin and I don't get along, because Nana's a saint. You're welcome, Devin.
Why don't your cousin you get along? Because you're Nana?
Because she's my half cousin. I don't know what you call it.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's the reason. We don't need to.
But you can't.
No, I'm just saying. My grandma's the one that started telling me this stuff when I was so young. And
oh, okay.
Yeah, and
so you got the tea. You got the playbook, basically. You got
but Devin's just not a nice girl anyway. Doesn't matter.
Listen, I hate her already.
There you go.
As you should.